What's up, people? It's a great day to talk about it. So let's talk about it. What makes a great recipe for a great relationship? Have you ever just sat back and pondered that question? What makes a great recipe for a great relationship? Many times we tend to think great sex, lots of money, or great looks are the important ingredients, if you will, to making a great relationship. And while those are great seasonings, if you will, for a relationship, they're not necessarily the greatest portion or the greater meat of relationship. To have a great relationship, first and foremost, you need two people that are willing to be honest with where they are, what their weaknesses are, and what they potentially bring to the table to make the other person better, as well as what they're willing to surrender to hold themselves accountable. And that's important because many times we go into relationships as or with our representative, and they'll tell you why you meet. It's pretty marble, really great cut of meat. But the truth of the matter is, they're just grocery store level steak. And they advertise themselves as why you meat, why you grade meat, but they're grocery store level cuts. And so when someone markets and propositions themselves to be a level that they're not, as time goes on and exposure begins to happen, and then you begin to find out this person is not what they advertise, this is usually when you see a shift in the relationship. A lot of guys tend to lead with their wallet. They lead with their money because they want to believe that they are the major earner in a relationship, and so they believe that what they bring, all they have to bring is financial aspect of it, and if they bring that, then everything else they should be entitled to. And a lot of times a woman, she feels that if she looks nice and she sexes him and cooks for him, then she's entitled for everything else after that. But that is a transactional relationship at best. And what I mean by that is, that's not a relationship that's built on love. That's not a relationship built on advantage. And that's not a relationship built on true values or things that will really advance the relationship forward. Those things are predicated on what you bring to get something out of the other person. The problem with that is an inferior relationship because it's not built on any substance. It's built on transaction. And anytime something is built on transaction, you got to be careful because the currency can change. And when the currency changes, the transaction changes. And when the transaction changes, guess what? So does the relationship. So this is why it's important that you build a relationship on things that matter. What is his fears and his strengths? How do they complement or hold accountable to the person that you are? What is their background, their history? What are some of those things that may have been troublesome or disadvantageous in their past, but they're still holding on to, that's still surfacing today, that's causing them to be the inferior version of themselves? That's extremely important because not that you're holding the past over them or that you're keeping your eye on it, but you're being mindful of what the trend or the pattern may be so that you can offer some advice, some assistance, or some support to get that person beyond that hump. A lot of times we're living in a day and time now where a lot of women are great financial earners. They're really strong. They're really loud in the skill sets and the resources that they possess. But in all actuality, to a man, that is not the thing that moves the pivot in your favor. Because a real man is not super impressed because you're financially together, you have a lot of material items, or you're highly intellectual, because all those things are for you. What a man, what moves the needle with a man is, are you feminine in spite of all? Are you willing to be soft in spite of your successes, in spite of your intellect? Are you willing to be soft, supportive? Are you willing to be not just his cheerleader, but his knowledgeable accountability partner when life seems to be going and different options and different things are facing him? Are you able to be his soft accountability to keep him on the path that you both have committed to build? That's extremely important, because listen, a real man don't care about your money, because a real man, he's going to be on his grind anyway. He's going to be about his business. He's going to be about his purpose, securing finances anyway. So ladies, not to knock you, but listen, you can't lead with your finances and your stability and how much labor and work you've done. Those are great adjectives. Those are great things to add. However, that should not be the main thing that you're leading with. Guys, I don't care how much money you make and how you feel that money is affording you different options and opportunities. You can't lead with your finances, because if that's the case, then you just prostitute the person that you say you into. You can't lead with your money, but can you lead with character? Can you lead with integrity? And most importantly, can you lead with vision? What is it that you see in your life? Are you able to articulate a 5-10-year plan on where you see your life going and how she sees herself fitting into that scope and that type of lifestyle? That's what's most important. And while yes, it's great to have money, to take trips and to buy nice things and things of that nature, that can't be what you lead with. That's got to be the thing that follows behind you, your character, your ability to lead, your ability to protect, defend, your ability to encourage her, your ability to understand her and not overwhelm her with the things that you want to do or that you like to do. That's the value that you should be leading with. And so when you get men and women that understand that you can't lead with the simple things of the society, sex, money, and different things of that nature, as soon as the men and women understand that, what's going to take place is all of a sudden you're going to see relationships starting to build that last, because they're going to be founded on the things that matter and not the things that are superficial, the things that are superfluous, that people just see those things and they're attracted by the lights, glamour, and the glitz. But real relationships are built in the trenches when it's silent, when you're trying to merge together ideas and ideologies to advance the relationship, the union that you're building forward in unity. That is extremely important, because wherever there's a lack of vision and unity, guess what? That relationship is headed towards death row. That's a line. Let's put the right things in the front. Right foot, left foot. Right foot, left foot. Foot in front of foot. Put the main thing first. We start doing that, you're going to see more strong and longer lasting relationships. It's your boy Cope.